President of the SRC and the Vice Chancellor, and now members of Parliament with discernment and vision, integrity and courage, that through the labors of their work, students may do well and truly serve, and thy good purposes for the common human life shall be realized in our midst. Amen. We'll move to the second item on the order paper. Honorable members of the 17th Parliamentary Council, distinguished guests and members of the gallery, good evening. I sit before you acutely aware that the clock reads 6:36 p.m. and that this sitting was scheduled to commence at 4 p.m. On behalf, I acknowledge that delay, and to our honorable members and to our guests in the gallery who have waited patiently. Your presence, despite the hour, is a testament to your commitment to this house, and as such to the students that we represent. It does not go unnoticed, and it is not taken for granted. So we are gathered here for the budget reading of the 65th SRC administration, one of the most important sittings of any parliamentary session. The budget is not just numbers on a page, and it's also not just a statement of priorities. It tells us what this administration values, what it intends to do, and how it intends to serve. Every CD appropriated tonight represents a student somewhere in this institution whose needs we have committed to addressing. That is weight of what we are about to do. Honorable members, I ask that notwithstanding the late hour, we bring our full attention to the business before us tonight. This house deserves nothing less. Let us proceed. Thank you. We will now move to the third item on the order paper, which is correction and adoption or acceptance of minutes. The floor is open for any submissions. Alright, so I'll read. Minutes of the fourth sitting of the 17th Parliamentary Council. Date 15 February 2026, venue Grassa Conference Room. Time 2 p.m. Call to order. The sitting of the fourth Parliamentary Council sitting was called to order at 3 p.m. upon the arrival of the Speaker. Opening prayer. The session commenced with an opening prayer led by Right Honorable reading and correction of minutes. The minutes of the previous sitting were reviewed and the following corrections were made. Welcome address. The Speaker invited all purposes to give a warm welcome. So the agenda, correction and acceptance of minutes. Corrections were made and it was accepted. 2, deliberations on the student registration and fee payments challenges and the way forward. As we are reading through, kindly, you're allowed to stop me and then if there are any corrections that you deem fit, you make that known to me. The Speaker called upon the members of the House for their suggestion. Madam Clerk, these are supposed to be numbered, or you bulleted them. So how do I, okay, I'll read it by. First point, Honorable Hamza Karim, the Deputy Speaker for the House, proposed an extension of time for registration as some students were still unable to register due to various challenges. You know what, I'll just mention the points I will not read it out so that if there's any corrections, you can just stop me. So the second point, any corrections? No corrections. The third point. The sixth point. The seventh point. The eighth. Honorable Prince, is there something you want to say? The ninth point. The 10th. The 11th. The 12th. The 13th. Okay, the second item, deliberation on the grading system and pass mark. The first point. The second. The Honorable Bruce, you have Yes, you're spacing. Madam Clerk, are you paying attention? Okay. The third point. The fourth one. The fifth one. The sixth one. The seventh. The eighth. The ninth. The 10th. The 11th. There's something I'd say. Honorable Bruce, are you okay? Are you okay? The last point. Honorable Kupi, you have the floor. The vote and decision. Is it under the vote and decision? Uh-huh. Madam Clerk. So A was 70. And then the pass mark was 45. All right, that's been duly acknowledged. Honorable Marvin.
Mr. Speaker.
Yeah.
So in our first sitting, I made a submission, but I couldn't see it in our minutes.
Madam Clerk, this is the Honorable Bruce, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, Honorable Minor also made a
submission,
but it wasn't included in the minutes. And as well as Honorable Edward, yeah, all their suggestions
were not included
in the minutes. Clerk, do your work.
Madam Clerk. Madam Clerk. Why is this one? Come again? Would you... It's inside. Honorable, they said it's inside. Honorable Minor, Honorable Edward, right? And those two. Yes, those two. And Marvin, okay. Madam Clerk, would you come and explain to us why the submissions were not included?
And then...
Madam Clerk. All right. Shall we proceed?
No, Mr. Speaker, hello.
You have the floor.
Yeah, the same thing. I also suggested that freshers to be allowed to pay 50%, not 70%. That one too is out.
Madam Clerk, at this point, you have to come and explain to the House why there's so many omissions. Honorable Benedict, you have the floor. Come. You, come.
Honorable.
Right, Honorable. I think there is a lot of corrections in the minutes. But I would say that Madam Clerk deliberately did it in a bulletin form so that we can't do or see it well. And you two are in a rush because of the time.
Yeah.
So please, Madam Clerk, we are done learning. We have to produce results and action. Okay? Yes, thank you.
Honorable Congress, you have the floor.
Just a breach of the House. There are some honorable members who are making, and then there is a motion that they should actually step out and address the problem. And then also, there are some people who are also really campaigning. You don't understand why they wearing tax. So they should file a motion that they should visit the Privileges Committee to explain why they should come to the August House by wearing aspirants tax. So before that, they should.
Can you name some of them?
So right now, they'll go and change.
Okay. Honorable Kuki, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, I think we subject members of the House to the Privileges Committee.
Come again.
We subject members of the House to the Privileges Committee. So since they are not members of the House, the best thing to do is just tell them to get out and take out the tax. They get it. That's the best thing we can do. We can't summon them to the Privileges Committee on our own. We beg. It's too extreme. It's too extreme. So, Marshal, do your work.
Right Honorable, I, Prince Amoako, President of the Health Sciences Students Association, do second that the honorable members who are not dressed appropriately kindly excuse us and go and dress properly because this is an August sitting. Thank you very much.
Come again. Yeah, you have the floor.
Honorable Bruce from Unity Hall and Honorable Marvin from University Hall. Thank you.
Okay. College, are you okay? Are you okay now? Can we move on?
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Kupi, you have the floor.
I think from here to Kunti is far. From here to Katanga is far. So, Mr. Speaker, please and please, I want to raise a motion that you can't make them come back. Don't do the right thing the next time. We beg.
Allow them to serve their punishments more.
Mr. Speaker, on behalf of the whole caucus, we beg. Mr. Speaker, the head is seconded, so.
I've not heard.
Motion has been filed.
Mr. Speaker, I will plead on behalf of my honorable members. They will do better next time.
Honorable Prince, you have the floor.
Right, Honorable, the motion has been filed and adopted.
Exactly.
So the only way maybe they can come back is if they themselves render an unqualified apology to the House. We can't be begging on their behalf. Thank you.
So when they are ready, they'll come and do that. I think we should move on. So because of time, the rest of the corrections in the minutes, let's kindly do that on the page. And Madam Clerk, kindly take note of all the corrections and make those effects.
I want to add 2 seconded the motion. Who seconded the motion?
Honorable Obed Combet filed the motion and I seconded. Yes. Are you paying attention? Sleepy.
Okay. So, you have the floor, Honorable Kobina.
Mr. Speaker, rising to add a comment to what Honorable Bed said.
Honorable.
I mean, the emotion he raised, he included those with tax rights.
Tags.
Yes, those are the gallery in tax. But we are only punishing members of parliament who are naked. Meanwhile, those in tax, he raised the motion against are here. I think in the motion, he also mentioned that they are supposed to be out of the house, but they are still sitting here. So kindly work on that for us.
Right. Marshal,
do away.
Honorable Prince, you have the floor. Where is he going?
Right, Honorable, whilst that is ongoing, I would want to say that this house is an guest house, and then it's a house of records. A minute of such an August house shouldn't be just a Word document. So I would like to file a motion to recommend the clerk to the Privileges Committee so that they go and explain why they keep playing games with work of Parliament. Thank you very much. Yes, and not putting our minutes on the letterhead.
Mr. Speaker of the House, I, Elizabeth, the General Secretary for HESA, seconds the motion raised by Honorable Prince Amwako. Thank you.
In light of no other motions, the motion stands.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Kobina, you have the floor.
With the comments I made, it's either we pardon our honorable members and let them come inside, or we include them in the punishment. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm pleading on behalf of the honorable members that we call them back so that we can all have the house today.
I think just like Honorable Prince said they would have to render an unqualified apology to the House. So if they are ready to do that, I mean, why not? Marshall.
The one manual.
He's sitting in between. Do you know Prof? The one wearing the glasses. You know Prof? The one wearing the glasses. The one sitting behind him in the black and then the orange. Have you seen one talking about? The two people that are talking right now. And the one who just made his head for it. Have you seen it? Over here. Behind the one whose head is down. Have you seen it?
First time.
He's ready to read the report. The vetting report. That's why we can excite some of the other people. So like I was saying, Madam Clerk, Honorable Juliet, you have the floor.
I think the members in the gallery have occupied all the seats. So one of my honorable members, Honorable Judith, had to go and sit in the college caucus. So I don't know if the marshal can produce another seat in the whole caucus for her.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
See, it's always make ready, so if you get
Find the chair and put it as part of the whole caucus, because where Honorable Judith has gone to sit, she's sitting with the members in the gallery, so that is wrong. And the people that the one members have gone out, have you called them?
I know they.
Honorable Bruce and Honorable Edward.
Yeah, I know they. I went out, but I know they.
Ask our experience, or ask anybody to call them, their numbers or something. Marshal, kindly make provision for a chair for Honorable Judith as part of the whole caucus. Okay. All right. So, like I said, all other corrections that have to be made should be made available to the clerk or on the page. And Madam Clerk, kindly make sure you get those corrections and then The next time in fact, they've even referred you to the privileges committee, so I think when you go there, you will learn something. So we'll now move to the next item on the order paper. That is the briefing on vetting processes by the appointments committee. So, oh yes, I forgot to mention that our Deputy Speaker, Honorable Hamza, couldn't join us today for very valid reasons. So he's Deputy Chair of the Vetting Committee with Honorable Foster. Mike, where's the microphone?
The House, Right Honorable Speaker, thank you very much for this opportunity. Before I proceed with the report, I would like to acknowledge the chairperson of the Appointment and Vetting Committee, Honorable Karim Hamza. Yeah, I know most of us.
Honorable Prince, you have the floor.
Right Honorable, in his opening remarks, he started with the House first before he acknowledged you. But you are the boss of the House, so Right Honorable Speaker first. Thank you.
So, Right Honorable Speaker of the House, thank you very much for your correction. So, the reports by the Appointment Committee of the SRC Parliamentary Council on the vetting of SRC appointments nominees, which was submitted in February 2026, and I read. The vetting of the nominees of the SRC appointment was held on 12th, 13th, and 14th February 2026, which was held at the SRC Secretariat. The list of nominees provided by the SRC President, Master Shakir Isaac, is attached to this document. The Appointments Committee received 55 nominees, and after thorough scrutiny and questioning, recommended 37 nominees for appointment and 10 nominees from the Women's Commissioner. Moreover, nominees for the position of the Legal Affairs Commission, Deputy International Relations Officer, after being vetted, seem willing to serve, but had no solid plans and knowledge for their various offices. The committee recommended that these nominees be oriented on their positions and tasked by the SRC executives with responsibilities that are in their line with their prospective positions. These appointees will be summoned by the Appointments Committee at the end of the first semester to give the reports on their progress. Furthermore, nominees for the position of the Programs and Projects Coordinator, Presidential Advisor, Head of Security Commission did not appear before the panel for vetting. And in view of that, the Appointments Committee deems them unqualified for this appointment since they are not passed or they did not pass through the right procedure. So in conclusion, the Appointments Committee of the SRC Parliamentary Council recognizes only the names provided in the table below for the respective positions, with the exception of the nominees who were not present or who were absent. So we have here Prince Boampong, Chief of Staff, Gifsi Osei, Deputy Chief of Staff, Mumin Weyo Isa Abdo, Deputy Chief of Staff. David Annan, Electoral Commissioner. Deborah Seyram Ali Fozi, Deputy Electoral Commissioner. Raymond Poku Cranton, Deputy Electoral Commissioner. Pearl Akusia Pukia, Legal Affairs Commissioner. Felix Osai Kosa, Deputy Legal Affairs Commissioner. Abraham Mayengan, Presidential Advisor. Koju Amponsa Upuku, Public Relations Officer. Michael Kwabna Abuaje, Deputy Public Relations Officer. Matthew Redu Ejapon, Deputy Public Relations Officer. Raymond Chung, International Relations Officer. Osgood Enin Buadi, Deputy PRO. Jalil Botri Afo, Deputy IRO. Shafia Karim, Deputy IRO. Prince Chumesi Opon, Academic Board Chairperson. Justice Kofi Annan, Deputy Academic Board Chairperson. Latif Abdul Idris, Deputy Academic Board Chairperson. Lafsen Amwakon Boatin, Media Head. Seven Ata Kwei, Deputy Media. Robert Ewuzi Ako, Publicity Head. Franklina Owusua Dochi, Deputy Publicity Head. Ismo Hadi Mohammed, Properties and Facilities Commissioner. Pascal Nana Kofi Eji, Deputy Properties and Facilities Commissioner. Nana Amwako Mensa, Projects and Programs Commissioner. Samuel Kwao Apia, Deputy Projects and Programs Commissioner. Abdul Jalil Nazir, Sponsorship Head. Kweku Boache Eji, Deputy Sponsorship Head. Evans Yevuno Gato, Deputy Sponsorship. Benedicta Ofuriwa T, Deputy Sponsorship. Philemon Kweju Segbeji, Sports Commissioner. Kevin Atta Jr. Amaning, or Deputy Sports Commissioner. Emmanuel Nana Opong, Deputy Sports Commissioner. Kevin Fusu Obin, Tratec Chairperson. David Ninti Boare, Deputy Tratec. Omaru Abubakar Imam, Deputy Tratec. Osman Salia, Deputy Tratec. Sean Annie Dankwa, Welfare Commissioner. Clifford Dazi, Deputy Welfare Commissioner. Diana Emifa Akutu, Deputy Welfare Commissioner. Emmanuel Etru, Deputy Welfare Commissioner. Asari Kwesi Dua, Entertainment Chairperson. Kek Ajay Mensa Amobi, Deputy Entertainment Chairperson. Kofi Boache, Health Officer. Yaya Mubarak Mbemba, Deputy Health Officer. Jada Safo, Deputy Health Officer. Williams Adom, Transport Commissioner. Cornelius Agana, Deputy Transport Commissioner. Joycelyn Chermafo, Deputy Transport Commissioner. Benjamin Nati, Internship Coordinator. Fahad Kayaba Alasan, Deputy Internship Coordinator. Delia Nana Sebin, Deputy Internship Coordinator. Moses Na, Deputy Internship Coordinator. And Adams Ibrahim, Deputy Tech Talk. So the Appointments Committee was constituted by a 10-member committee, which was mandated by the Constitution to vet these SRC nominees from the SRC president. The committee, through the 3 days, had 9 members on the vetting panel to facilitate this vetting process. And the members are Honorable Marvin Edufo, University Hall General Secretary. Honorable Manu Foster, IDS South MP, and the Deputy Committee Chairperson. Honorable Ajay Nyako Denzel, University Hall President. Honorable Abigail Aduchumwa, Honorable Abigail Chumwa Apia, IDO General Secretary. Honorable Stephen Usu, JISA President. Honorable Safolinda Minor, Republic Hall General Secretary. Honorable Boama Tony, Queen's Hall General Secretary. Honorable Osei Elizabeth, HESA General Secretary. And Honorable Karim Hamza, Course President. Thank you very much, the House. Thank you very much, Right Honorable and the House.
All right, so that was the vetting or appointments committee, and I must say they've actually done very well because the planning around the vetting was very sketchy, and they were able to avail themselves to serve the good students of KNUST. Are there any comments on that? Honorable comments, you have the floor.
I must commend the vetting committee. They've really done incredible well. By then, he did mention only 3 or was it 4 from the office of the chief of staff. Only 3. But then when the display of appointees came, I don't know if I have the flyer here, about 5 people were being displayed. So I want to know why they submitted only 3 names, but then 5 people appeared. 5 people were being displayed. Okay, so per my check-ins, there were 4. Thank you.
Okay, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity. Mr. Speaker, with regards to the revised KNUST SRC Constitution, Chapter 5, Article 24, Clause 11E, the SRC President shall have the chance to actually appoint a lot of appointees. The appointees were listed here. When you go to the same clause, 11B, it says that no appointee shall have more than 2 deputies. Mr. Speaker, with regards to this particular breach of Constitution, we want to know from the Appointment and Vetting Committee whether they were aware of this provision in the Constitution, because we have a lot of appointees which were displayed and they're not in the Constitution. If you move to the same clause, 11, you see that the Constitution actually gives the SRC President the opportunity to actually appoint maybe appointees he thinks that can help him work in the administration. And then this will need to 3rd of Parliament. This was not done. But they went ahead to actually give appointment to people by breaching this particular Constitution. Mr. Speaker, the Electoral Commissioner has 3 deputies. The Chief of Staff, 3 deputies. A lot of them. So I want to know from the Vetting and Appointments Committee, were they aware? And then the appointees have already been displayed already, so I want to know what they are doing in regards to this constitutional breach. Thank you very much.
Duly acknowledged. Any more comments? Any more comments? No comments. So, I think that per what I heard when he was reading the report for the Electoral Commission, I had 2 deputies, but then on the flyer is 3. So that's a breach. The vetting committee, the Honorable House wants to know if you were aware of these people and their names were not included, or their names were not included and it was breached. So, Honorable Foster.
Okay.
Honorable
Thank
Foster.
you, Right Honorable. So we were not, We were not aware, and this is what we did as a committee. We wrote through the clerk, through to the speaker, and to the president. And as of now, we've not received any feedback from the president. So we've taken the case to DOSA for them to continue with this. Thank you very much.
So it means there's another constitutional breach.
Yeah, so there is a constitutional breach. So we forward the case to DOSA. So they are working on it. Thank you very much.
Okay.
The Speaker, I want to know which particular one are you checking here? Because some of them, they didn't have their names in the list. Their pictures and things were on the flyers. Some of them too, they didn't count for the vetting. Their pictures and then portfolios were on the flyers. Some of them, no constitutional provision for them to be appointed into their various offices. But they were still there. Which one are you addressing in particular?
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable. Please, we sense, like we've noticed the challenges. We recognize that as like a smart way where the president, I must say, where the president or the executive were trying to maneuver their ways through the vetting. Because we were even surprised, like how on it that people were not come before the vetting committee, but yet they were posted, they were displayed. We were also doubting like why the president did that. So we've sent the like everything, whether those who were parts or those who came before the vetting committee, and like those above 2-3 appointed, like the members that were above 2-3, like we've sent everything to DOSA, so they are working on it. Thank you very much.
Then my last question, please, how many deputies did you vet for International Relations Office?
Please let me refer you to our page.
How many people did you vet for Deputy International Relations Office? How many? 3. Because I'm made to believe that you are aware that you are not supposed to have more than 2 deputies, but I went ahead to vet 3 deputies. I'll just. I'm being serious, so I don't know.
Honorable Elizabeth, you have the floor.
I don't want to speak.
Thank you. And please, in support of what Honorable Foster said, the problem at hand is, as a committee, we had a list of people we were supposed to vet and approve or disapprove of. And we did our work, right? We sent the list of the people that the committee approved of. But it's unfortunate that when the list came out, people that we didn't even approve of were on the list. And as committee members, we were not happy about that because we had some members of the committee put on our committee page that these people were people that we did not vet, and yet we found their names there. So with our leader, Honorable Karim, as a general secretary, Yes, we wrote a letter to the business committee. I don't know if the business committee head is here, but we wrote a letter to them telling them our concerns and letting them know that we wish they could organize an immediate sit-in with the president there to answer our questions. But apparently, up to date, we still haven't heard anything from the business committee, and nothing has been done towards it. And I know the honorable members too here, even those who are not part of our committee, raised the same concerns on the page. We all said we wanted to say what we wanted to say, so we have done our part. But I think we don't know where the problem is from, but our work, we did it. We don't know where the other names came from. Thank you.
Honorable Juliet, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm speaking on behalf of the business committee. So we were supposed to meet last week, Thursday, for the emergency sitting, but because of the meeting those are called for, we had to reschedule that meeting. Thank you.
Honorable Cookie.
The Speaker, so in other words, the SRC president outsmarted you guys. Yes, so we suspected you, went ahead to display. So I believe this is a House of Records. We have privileges committee. No, so I want to raise a motion that we summon the KNST SRC president to the privileges committee to give us reasons why he published a list of appointees.
You mean summon the executive council?
Executive council, all of them. Anybody that actually gave a picture, a name, and a portfolio to the PRO to go and do a flyer and send it out. If we don't summon them to even the privilege committee, we summon them to the House. So we summon them to the House to give us reasons why there were these constitutional breaches.
Okay.
Any second now.
I, Honorable Denzel Nyarkomeje, University World President. Second, the motion is by Honorable Kupi.
All right. Madam Clerk, you have to put that on a letterhead and write to the Executive Council.
Lieutenant,
So yes, Madam Clerk, you have to put that in writing, write to the Executive Council. But to make things more direct, I want us to narrow it down to particular questions, because we would be submitting, or the clerk would have to submit this letter to the Executive Council. They are supposed to be very well aware of what they are coming to answer. So if you could take the questions again, so she pens it down. Madam Clerk, listen very carefully.
So my question. So I'll forward it to the vetting committee, so I will have it to the clerk, because there's no time.
Okay.
There's no time.
is he the lieutenant commander?
All right. So I think before we continue, I would like to acknowledge the presence of some very great leaders or student leaders amongst us. We have our SRC General Secretary, Ms. Willinam Kekeli, with us in the gallery. She's looking very sweet as usual. We also have our General Officer Commanding, KNUST General Cadet Corps, Cadet Major Smaila Hamza, with us in the gallery as well. And we also have our General Adjutant, KNUST General Cadet Corps, Cadet Lieutenant Commander. I can't pronounce the first name. So George Somwa, right? With us at the back. All right. And we have our Deputy Financial Secretary, Master Wisdom Auni, with us here as well. All right. So, yeah. In light of no other comments on the fourth item or on the report, Honorable Kwabena, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, I heard you mention we acknowledge the deputy financial, but you have to retract that statement you just made. Thank you.
It's okay. So,
Zakaya say deputy financial, so if you can back over then still. You can go back there.
For this, find ways that moves back there. Honorable Prince, do they still have to render their unqualified apology? So you're fine with them now? Okay. All right. What should we do? Should I make him go out of it? Okay. By the way. Yeah, he has to go into two. He has to go away. Okay, that's fine. Yes. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. In light of what Honorable Kobina said, you raised the motion, right? And by the standing orders and the Constitution, if you are not vetted, you can't be classified as an appointee. So I humbly retract my words, and I would also plead with the marshal to escort our brother to the gallery. While this is ongoing, we still have some very influential student leaders amongst us. We have with us the Kanasa Vice President, Master Frank Asma. Thank you for being here. We also have with us the Chief of Staff for College of Science, as CISA, Miss Louisa Jessie Sapon. Oh, okay. Thank you for being here today. And we have with us the Kanasa Judicial Council Chair, His Lordship Adam Uzaid. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Honorable Minor, you have the floor. I think that it was, I think when we had the meeting, we agreed that the IDO is part of a college because they do practically everything that a college does. Yeah. So I think that we should just... Honorable Maxwell, you have the floor. We are not done. We don't acknowledge everyone at once. Okay. All right, don't worry. We'll acknowledge everyone before we go. You're welcome. Okay. So we've spent so much time now. If there's no more comments on Honorable Mayana, then Honorable Pupi, then that's it.
The Speaker, I think I corrected myself.
You did correct it so that you just move.
You're summoning the president to the House not the Privileges Committee.
That's fine.
So, Speaker, I think Honorable Convert made mention of agenda here. And I think when someone was introducing the vice president, someone was shouting campus, campus, campus. I want to know, Honorable Ntiama, he was looking here shouting campus, campus. So why was he shouting campus? So please, he should retract that. He should explain himself. If he can't, he has to retract that statement.
Honorable Bruce, you have the floor. I called Bruce.
Right, Honorable, please, thank you for the opportunity. I referred Honorable Amonfe as campus, not Honorable Maxwell's vice president. And I sent him some text message. I sent him text message, and I called his name to draw his attention to it. That's why I said what, campus. That's the main reason why I called campus. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So he was calling somebody here and shouting campus, campus.
I did not recognize you.
You were looking here, shouting campus.
Order.
Honorable, if you understand what I was saying.
Honorable.
Honorable Williams Minta, I stand to be corrected. Honorable Williams Minta. So I was drawing his attention.
All right, I've heard
yes.
you. Honorable,
thank you.
Kindly resume your seat. Please, we've still not gotten the questions that we are directing to the Executive Council, so let's do that first and then move on.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, so I was
Please, let's move on with the questions.
So I'll forward it to the vetting committee.
Okay. So we can move on?
Yes, please.
All right. Honorable Corbina.
Speaker, I'm making comments on the fact that my dear honorable member, Abigail, cannot be part of the college caucus because as it stands now, we've adopted...
What did you say? What did you say?
I'm continuing. I
no, like
it. Yes.
Start.
I'm saying that as it stands now, we have a reviewed constitution. And whenever an association has a reviewed constitution, the parliament is supposed to adopt a standing order. As of now, we've not done it.
Okay.
And we are compromising to use the old standing order. That's what we are using today. And as it stands now, the standing order makes it clear that my dear honorable member is part of my caucus. I mean, she's dear to us. And we need her. So I will plead with you that you bring her back to our caucus. Thank you.
Since Honorable Corbina decided to go by the book, and we are using the book, we would, for this sitting, I'm sure after this sitting, the business committee would constitute the new standing orders, and then you can finally join your fellow brothers and sisters in the college caucus. All right. So, we'll move to the next item on the order paper. We'll go for a brief 5-minute recess, and then from there, we'll come back and then into the main business for today. You have the floor.
Thank you, Right Honorable, for the opportunity. And before we go for recess, I would like to also draw your attention to a serious issue going on in our house. And this serious issue needs to be attended to immediately. 2. It relates to our sitting. No.
So let it come under AOC.
All right, Honorable, before we go for recess, that's why I said that. Thank you. No, that's why, Right Honorable, that's why I said that. Right Honorable, that's why I said thank you for the opportunity. Right Honorable, no, this is not about privileges.
Honorable Ntiawa, kindly resume your seat. Thank you very much. Oh, don't worry. Come in. Okay. So, all right, so we'll go for a 5-minute recess. When we are back, we'll adopt the order paper. Honorable Juliet, you have the floor.
I want to humbly ask if you are done acknowledging the dignitaries in the house. So we continue after the recess. Thank you.
Somebody in their ear. Ask Prof if when you're playing the research, somebody's supposed to information. Okay. So if he says no, then I'll say we'll now go on a short. If we'll now go on a short break, we'll now go on a short recess for 5 minutes. And we take the minutes. So when we take the minutes, their house, that's it. Yeah. Take the minutes and then we'll go. The floor is open for any honorable member to move a motion for us to go on recess for 5 minutes. She just go. Marshall, we'll now go on a short break, short recess for 5 minutes. Take the minutes. Yes, please, honorable members, 5 minutes is 5 minutes.
Togo or someone.
Charlie, then come pay the other people. They don't get that. Be the 13 minutes of play.
Bag of opportunities.
Okay. Welcome back from the short break. We'll move to, before we do that, I'm told we are given until 9 p.m. And we'll have to do everything very fast. All right. So I believe, Marshall, where are the other papers? So go and check up, find out how fast they can bring it to us. No. So while we wait for the other papers, Honorable Ntiamwa, you have the floor.
Before our financial secretary will also come and take a long time to read the budgets, I would also like to speak on the serious issue. Very, very serious. That I wanted to address before we went on recess.
Honorable Ntiamwa, I think
And it concerns our house.
I understand.
Very, very necessary.
That's very much acknowledged, but I think I referred it to the AOCB item on the order paper.
Yes, please.
So
But right now we're very serious, and we have to address it. So right now, please give me the opportunity.
you have the floor.
So that I'll draw your attention to the serious issue. And this serious issue is about our order paper. We have more than 3 sittings. And today happens to be what? Budget review. It's not an ordinary sitting. We have a lot of dignitaries in our midst. We have a lot of debt in our midst. Honorable members ourselves, we are using soft copy order paper. Our phones are off. Me, myself, my phone is off. Yeah. Honorable Patrick's phone is off. Honorable Amakun's phone is off. Honorable Bekombe has raised his phone, meaning his phone is off. We don't know what is happening. Madam Clark, don't give me that eye. We don't know what we are about to do. And also, most of the guests also don't talk.
Honorable Ntiamwa, I don't plan to cut you short, but I think when I sat, that was the first thing I acknowledged. And so,
We deliberated over this issue in this house. Before,
Honorable Ntiamwa, I understand you, and you are very valid for saying everything that you are saying. But once again, because of time and Honorable Ntiamwa, kindly resume your seat.
Right, Honorable, please. Because of time, are you supposed to do the wrong thing? No. This is an honorable house. The 17th Knust Src Parliamentary Council.
Honorable Ntiamwa,
It's our house.
I understand you. Hear me out. If you recall very correctly, I addressed the order paper once I sat. So it's not like we are doing the wrong thing. We are waiting for the order paper. And before you spoke, I said, while we are waiting for the order paper, and then you raise your hand. So if the order paper is not provided up until the AOCB, it will be provided soon, don't worry. Then you can validly raise your concern again, okay? Thank you so much.
Right,
The House.
Within which time frame are we supposed to get our order paper? Because my phone is off.
Marshall, kindly check on that. When he's back, he'll give us feedback, so kindly resume your seats. Thank you.
Marshall is supposed to give us a certain time frame, right, Honorable? Because we can't be sitting here ideally, and we might not follow what is going on.
Honorable Tone, is your phone off?
Yes, please.
Oh, why are you laughing? Honorable House, why are you laughing? We are serious about this. Honorable Williams, is your phone not off? Please, right, Honorable, we can't continue without on the order paper. And this motion needs to be addressed. That you are giving us, our Madam Clark, 20 minutes to get us an order paper before we continue.
No Wi-Fi. No Wi-Fi. We don't have data.
So, right, Honorable, please, this is my motion and this is my issue. That needs to be addressed. Thank you.
Honorable Dedeka, is your phone off? Honorable Prince, is your phone off? Okay. Honorable Walker, your phone is not off. I believe that in the house of, you see. Anyway, while she's sharing, Honorable Prince, you have the floor. The Honorable House, I humbly apologize for delaying. I hope you can forgive me for that. Let's move to the next item on the order paper, which is the budget reading by the SRC. In fact, before that, I would like to acknowledge some great, once again, students leaders in our midst. We have Master Sarkodie Festus, the course vice president and the acting course president with us in the gallery. Thank you for being with us. We have Master Roxin C, Africa Hall's financial secretary, also with us. We have Emmanuel Kwesi Odru, the local NUX PRO, with us. And come again. Please, Master Emmanuel Kwesi Odru. He's here.
Where?
Hey, sorry, they said National NUX PRO. Sorry. And we have Mr. Hakeem Isaka, CISA Tratec Head. Thank you for being with us. And of course, the second man of the land, our able Vice President, Master Justice Etia Hene Frempong, the SRC Vice President. Hey, sorry.
Hey, down for Jisa.
We also have our able SRC Financial Secretary, Master Nutasi Beckley Hezekiah, in our midst. We have also the Queen's Hall Vice President, Master Ramsey Edusei. Okay, thank you. Queens, are you okay now? Yes. That's great. Indies. We have also Mr. Emmanuel Kobina, NUX rep for New Site, Amenabo Edi constituency. Thank you for being with us.
Family and friends.
Okay. So,
Family and friends.
Honorable Ntiamwa, before you speak, what is it about? What is it about? There's no time. Oh. Does it relate to the item on the order paper?
Yes, it relates to our order paper.
Item number?
No item number, but it relates to order paper.
Please, I also beg you. We'll move to the next item on the order paper, which is the budget reading by the SRC Financial Secretary. That is Master Nutasi Beckley, Hezekiah. Oh, let's give him a round of applause. Hey.
Good evening, the House. Allow me to rely on the already outlined protocols. And before I zoom straight to my speech and presentation, allow me to acknowledge a few people who are important to me, yes, and have made it to this particular ceremony. I'd like to acknowledge Master A.J. Joshua, and I also like to acknowledge Master Emmanuel. Thank you guys very much for coming and for gracing the occasion. Mr. Speaker, honorable members of Parliament, distinguished guests and fellow students, today I stand before this esteemed House to present the 2025-2026 budget statement and policy breakdown of the KNUST Students Representative Council under the leadership of His Excellency Shak Rawolish Ishaq, in accordance with Order 44, Part 2 of the SRC Parliamentary Council Standing Orders. This budget is a bold and forward-thinking reflection of our vision, our unshakable commitment to student welfare, and our strategic plans to build a more empowered, inclusive, and opportunity-rich students community at KNUST. Mr. Speaker, the SRC is entrusted with the solemn responsibility of managing the financial contributions of about 80,000 students, and it's our sacred duty to ensure that every cedi entrusted to us is deployed with transparency, purpose, and maximum impact. This administration does not take lightly the weight of that responsibility. We approach every allocation, every program, and every initiative with the consciousness that behind the numbers are real students, students with dreams, with struggles, with aspirations, and with the right to expect their representative council to work tirelessly on their behalf. Upon assumption of office, this administration inherited a 25% retention of SRC dues, which was at 321,562.50 Ghana cedis from the previous leadership, a financial cushion that enabled us to initiate essential programs and administrative activities as we transitioned into governance, with the first phase of financial reconciliation yet to be completed. This budget has been carefully designed based on the retention amount and the allocation received from the reconciliation last year, ensuring that all planned initiatives are adequately funded while upholding the highest standards of fiscal discipline. Mr. Speaker, This budget is not merely a financial document. It is a declaration of intent. It is a statement of what we believe students deserve. It is a promise to the young woman in the Prempeh Second Library who cannot afford her fees, to the aspiring entrepreneur with a big idea but no capital, to the final year student anxious about life beyond campus, and to the differently abled students, yes, that's how we choose to call them, who simply want to learn in dignity. This budget speaks to all of them. This budget is proudly dubbed the Opportunities Budget, a name that shows that indeed we believe in creating equal opportunities for all KNUST students. It captures the essence of everything this administration stands for, Ubuntu. We believe that the greatest service a student's government can render is not just the delivery of programs, but the deliberate creation of pathways to academic excellence and success, financial empowerment, career readiness, health and wellness, cultural expression, and civic participation. Every allocation in this budget is a door we are opening for a KNUST student. Mr. Speaker, we live in a time of tremendous challenge and tremendous possibility. The cost of living continues to rise. Financial hardships affect students more and more each year. The digital economy demands new skills. Health crisis, both physical and mental, are increasingly affecting our student population. And yet, in the face of this, the KNUST student remains resilient, creative, and determined. Our job as SRC leadership is to match that determination with resources, with structures, and with programs that translate promise into progress. This administration has been guided by the vision of creating a KNUST where no student is left behind. Every student, regardless of their economic background, their gender, their nationality, their physical ability, or their place of residence, has access to the support systems they need to thrive. The Opportunities Budget is the financial expression of that vision. Mr. Speaker, our total estimated expenditure for the 2025-2026 academic year stands at 1,044,424 Ghana cedis only. This budget has been structured across 17 key expenditure areas, each carefully designed and justified to deliver maximum value to the student body. Our expected income stands at 1,433,062.50 pesos, leaving us with an expected reserve of Ghana cedis 388,638.50, which reflects our commitment to financial prudence and sustainability. The SRC urges every student, stakeholder, faculty member, university administrator, and partner to actively engage with and support the implementation of this budget. With accountability, unity, and collective resolve, we can and we will make this academic year one of the most impactful in the history of KNUST students' governance. Mr. Speaker, as Nehemiah 2 verse 18 reminds us, let us rise up and build. This budget is a blueprint for building. Let us arise. The welfare section. The Welfare Commission remains the heartbeat of this administration's social contract with the students' body. It is the arm of the SRC governance most students feel directly in their daily lives. The office that stands between a struggling student and despair, between hardship and hope, between basic need and unmet, and a life derailed. For this reason, the Welfare Commission has received the single largest allocation in this budget, totaling 185,000 Ghana cedis, a figure that underscores this administration's unwavering commitment to putting students first. The Welfare Commission is responsible for overseeing the physical, financial, and social well-being of students at KNUST. Its mandate covers financial assistance and relief programs, health and awareness advocacy, support for students with disability, and management of essential basic needs initiatives. Under the Shaker Jaff administration, the Commission has been tasked not just with maintaining existing welfare structures, but with expanding their reach, deepening their impact, and introducing new initiatives that respond to the evolving needs of our student population. Food Bank Initiative. Mr. Speaker, food insecurity is not distant. It's not a distant, abstract concept at KNUST. It is present and painful reality for a significant number of students on campus. There are students who attend lectures on empty stomachs. Students who cannot concentrate in class because the last meal they had was the day before. And students whose academic performance is directly undermined by their inability to meet their basic nutritional needs. This administration refuses to accept that reality as inevitable. The Food Bank Initiative has a pillar